Hey, what's up, Dayton? It's Steven, man. I spoke to you this morning, or depending on when you're watching this, it was Wednesday morning. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality electrical jobs to your business. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you guys more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself and start outranking your competition. The three things I'm going to go into are content, citations, and backlinks. So I'm going to get right into content here. Now, content's everything on your front page here. Now, most business owners understand that content on their front page is important, but they're not really sure how much content and what type of content. So I went ahead and copied all your words here and I put them into a word counter, and you got 577 words on your homepage. Now, you're probably wondering why the heck I even did that, but Google likes to see usually at least 1,500 words of content on a front page. And this gives you plenty of opportunity to put in what we call buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. So not just the keywords that people are searching for, but you want the buyer intent, the keywords and phrases that they're searching, looking for your services that they're intending to pay for, right? So 1,500 words at least. Now, as far as what type of content, I brought up the main competitor in Raleigh. That's one other thing I just want to mention while we're on here. Um, I would highly recommend putting at least a locations and a services page up or drop down up here so people can understand exactly what locations, and this is very important also for people searching for your services, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. So I brought up Miller's, and I've got this tool here that I use. It's a subscription tool, and it gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses when they to rank websites on their search engine in their on their search engine page. So in the past 30 days, Miller and Miller Electric, their website was found for 37 keywords and it was clicked on 136 times. This is 64 less times than last month. So I guess it's kind of just been a slow month. Um, Now, I put you in the same tool, ambidexelectric.com, and you weren't found for any keywords in the past month. And so, of course, if you're not found, if you're not getting pulled up and you're not going to get clicked on, right? So this we can do with this tool is we can click on this number here and it'll bring up the keywords that the number one competitor, Miller Electric, what they're being found for. And they have all these keywords and keyword phrases and these different combinations on their home page. So for example, this electrician Raleigh NC was searched 320 times in the past 30 days, and their site was found for it and clicked on 47 times just for that one. Now, all just the Raleigh location, I tallied up all these combinations, and it came to 1,540 searches in just the past 30 days. So, if you service Raleigh, you definitely want these on your site, and so like I said, if you have 1,500 words on your homepage or your locations page for Raleigh, if you do make one for that, you'd want to put these in there, and that 1,500 words will give you plenty of space to put it in there without looking at all funky, you know. But it's not just enough to put it on once. You'd want to go to Miller and Miller's their home site, their page, and you'd want to find out how many times they have each of those keyword phrases on their site, and you'd want to put it on at least one more time. So if they have most of them on once themselves, you put them on twice, right? And that way Google will find you most likely first when people are searching for these. But as of now, you don't have them on your site, so you're not going to be found for them. So that's content. Now I want to go over citations. So when people are searching these terms like electrician, Raleigh, NC, studies have shown that 45% of people are clicking on this section right here. This is the map pack. And this has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people think it's reviews that rank their company up in here, but it's not that. If that was the case, Raleigh Electric company would not be in here. The fact is, citations are. So, Wright Electrical Services LLC has the most citations. That's why they're up top. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory is something like Angie or Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages. There's a ton of them. And you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories pretty much to really dominate this map pack right here. Good thing is we actually have tools that can show us what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So, for example, we could go into Wright Electric Services, look at their citations, see how many they have. If they have 200, we go down the list, match them, and then you'd want at the very least 50 more, but I'd say at least 100 really. And that way you end up dominating this whole area right here, and you would be up top. You get part of that 45% of people clicking here. Now, underneath this section is Google's organic search result list, their listing. And the number one spot here gets 45 or 40% of all of clicks for people searching these terms up here. So this is like the most coveted spot. And the main driver here are backlinks. Backlinks, what are backlinks? They're other relevant websites linking back to your website, and they work like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. So for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's actually going to help push you up in Google's rankings. However, since you are an electrician and deal with electrical services, if you had like McDonald's linking back to you, even though it's a very popular site, it's no good because you don't sell burgers. So I've got this. Let's go back to this tool here. Now, they actually have a backlink profile. So Miller & Miller, we can actually go into their backlinks, but let's look and see how many you have. So you have 45. So this means you have 45 links that are coming from other sites linking back to your site. Miller & Miller has 126. So we can actually go into their backlinks and match all their backlinks with the exception of the ones that say spam. These are counterproductive and they're actually hurting their website. So everything else you'd want to match, you want to reach out to those websites and acquire backlinks from them as well. You don't want to do that with just the top site, but the top 3 to 5 sites. Go into their backlinks and match them. Once you do that, over a little bit of time, you would actually take over this number one spot. So if you were to get the most citations and all the backlinks and the keywords, you would dominate both of these areas. See, a lot of people, they think to get ranked, they're really not sure what ranks a site. But some people, they think that it's how long a website has been active or how long a business has been around and had a website, or they're really not sure what it is. But there's a tried and true method that we use, and this is it, that will get you ranked, right? So let's go ahead and recap what we went over today. So the first thing is going to be content. So you want to be in at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. And then, like I said, I would strongly recommend locations tab with the locations you serve and the services you provide as well up here. And that will give just people, it's very easy for them to navigate there. Second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really rank above your competition in here and be a part of that 45%. And then backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to electric companies in the Raleigh area. Now, if you were to implement this, you would be number one. Now, you can take this, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and tackle it yourself, and I'm cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, you can book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can just reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. At the very least, I hope this was educational for you, and I showed you a few things that you can go ahead and start implementing today, start claiming more high quality jobs, start outranking your competition. But at the very least, I just ask that you give me some feedback on this video and let me know how I did. But other than that, I really hope you all have a great day, and I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye-bye.